Hello YouTube, thought I'd give you guys an update. It's been a minute. So got most of the lower level bench work sub road bed. It's kind of built. The helix is built. We got the runaround track from Parksville around. It's going to come out Qualicum Beach on the peninsula here, which I'll build last. So give you an orientation of where we're at. And we're going to start over at Wellcock's yard. So above, this is lower level staging. There's going to be a lift, power lift there. That's going to simulate taking the barge from Nanaimo over to the mainland. And then the lower level staging will be the mainland. There'll be enough tracks in there to hold kind of enough cars to circulate through onto the island. So underneath will be multi-level or multi-track staging with a stub end down here, maybe some parking for some locomotives, and wherever I can kind of fit some extra tracks in, I will. So trains are going to originate from lower level staging. We're going to push cars onto the barge, so to speak, and then the barge is going to come up, and then we're going to have Wellcock's yard. The bridge that you stand on that everybody takes photos of the yard will be somewhere in this area, and then more Wellcock's up top. Track bench work height for the middle level, so the main level, will be 38 inches. We're going to leave Wellcock's. It's going to be part of the Y, which is going to just hit against the wall here. It won't be as true to form as I like, but give me somewhere I can park the bud cars. For operating sessions, we're going to kind of come through, and we're going to somewhat leave Wellcock's. We're going to bypass everywhere in between, and then we're going to pop into Parksville. So the sidings at the Parksville Station. Parksville Station will be somewhere in here. We're going to go Highway 4, which will be about here. Port Sub, it's going to go into the helix. Courtney is going to be that way on that track on the inside. We're going to come around. We're going to pop out Qualicum Beach around here. We're going to go past Qualicum. We're going to come down the peninsula. We're going to come around the end of the peninsula here and wrap around somewhere into Dunsmuir in this area. Probably Big Qualicum River Trestle, maybe somewhere in here. And then somewhere around here will be Buckley Bay, so we can drop off some dynamite boxcars here. I'm going to hug this side. We're going to come around, and then we're going to pop into like Royston area. So we're going to be pole yard, and then propane ICG, train station over here, run around tracks. There's going to be the ramp track somewhere in here, and then it's going to stub end down here for the sidings. So somewhere right in here, that'll be the end of the track for Courtney. If we're leaving Port Alberni, we're going to come out of Wellcock's again, come through, we're going to come along, we're going to go past the station, and then we're going to stop, throw the switch, and we're going to take the port sub up the helix, and we're going to pop out at Cameron Lake. The Cameron Lake siding will be somewhere up where those white marks are on the wall, and then we're going to come along, and then we're going to have the trestles along Cameron Lake. They won't be as dramatic as they are in real life, but they should look pretty cool nonetheless. We're going to come along Cameron Lake, kind of mountainous kind of area, and then somewhere along here will be Summit Lakes, Loon Lake siding. In here, we're going to come around the corner. It's going to be a small lift out through the garage entrance. We're going to come around here, and then we're going to go along the wall, and we're going to come around. Again, it's going to be mountains and trees and all that goodness. Roger Creek siding somewhere in here, and then we're going to come around the corner and come into the pulp mill. So the whole top level of the peninsula will all be Port Alberni and the pulp mill and all the switching that comes with it. And then the far end of the peninsula, kind of where that air nailer is, will be the top of it will be the train station. So here's a bit of an outline for Port Alberni. So mill staging yard, Stamp Avenue, come around. It won't be as cool as the real thing, but you're gonna get pretty much the idea. There's the warehouse track. There's the sidings in Port Alberni. That's where the Alberni Pacific keeps their little steam locomotive. There's the ICG propane, and then the train station here. So give you an idea, that's the that's the upper level, and then that's the lower level there. So just about ready to start building the upper level basic bench work. Probably start on that tomorrow night, and then start laying the plywood down for lower level staging tomorrow as well, if I can, maybe Tuesday, and then see about getting a custom lift made with 4 tracks. That will be the barge. It'll hold a dozen or so cars, and we'll come and go off the layout that way. So yeah, stay tuned. Lots of progress, lots of fun. Kind of be getting excited. Like to lay some track down on the staging yard here, and yeah, connect the helix and the bench work. So yeah, stay tuned.